we are jumping on here. We're really early tonight, everybody. Hope you're
Yes,
all
we are.
having a good night.
A good chiller night.
Okay. Now, they're probably hearing a bit of an echo, and that will go away. That will go away very shortly.
Okay, because I can't tell you this time if it's echoing.
Now, I having a good night. I just know.
You do.
Let's see.
Do you?
Probably hearing a bit
No,
of an
I
echo.
don't.
I can't
I
hear
had
anything.
a
I can't hear
think
anything.
that.
Go away very. I can't hear anything.
Okay, because I can't tell you this time if it's echoing.
Okay.
Okay, so when are we on?
Well, we're on right now.
Okay. You do. Do you?
No, I don't. I can't.
I had a.
Okay.
All right. I'll hide my stuff here.
We're on right now. Hide your stash.
Stash.
All right. Now that I have that, I've shared it to these pages. No, I'm going to share it to the group page, the Chiller Night group page. These folks might not even know about this show. Well, that's going to end the
I'll
night.
share it. I'm going to get on and share it.
Do you? All right. So, we should be okay now. We should be okay. All right. Now, we'll go on here and open the chat. See that? Look at that. Look at all I have to do here. Get this started. All right. See that?
I decided to join them.
That's how I can see who's on YouTube and
Oh,
who's
nice.
on Facebook. You'll see when somebody
Gets on.
writes something. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Give me
Yeah.
something. Oh, there's Kevin. All right. Hello, my good horror friend. I see you have company tonight. Nice meeting you, my dear.
Hello.
Yes, this is my...
I'm the voice behind the door.
Yes. Paul says, hey, Ava, how are you and Dr. Jack doing?
I'm doing good.
Do you want a coaster?
Yeah, if you got an extra one over there.
Heck yeah. Look at that.
Thank you. I was going to rip Boba Fett off there and use that.
Don't you even think about it. Terrence is giving us 5 thumbs up. All right.
All
I like
right.
that. That's quite a bit. That's a lot. All right, look at that. We have 4 minutes left, so we're
Okay,
doing
this
pretty
is-
good.
Hey, there's my 8-ball. I just noticed that.
Yes. All right, so let's take a look at, I can change the background. Watch this. Whoa!
Oh, you can kind of see me better now.
And here.
Oh,
Aha!
I just look like I have a hair helmet. You just see my face.
Whoops. Where? Here we go.
All right, now it's just the face again.
Enough of this tomfoolery. Let's see here.
What is in my cup? It is tea. I'm drinking tea, and actually, I should probably switch to water.
I got some of that.
I'm feeling the I got some of that too.
Let's see. Kevin says, good evening. Adam says, evening, I'm done watching Twisters. Time for some chiller pre-show. You're darn right it is. Hope everyone was doing well down there. That didn't look too good down in
Where?
Texas.
Oh, talking about the
Sanders
snowstorm.
No, the tornadoes.
When did that happen?
I just saw Adam posting about it earlier today. Because I haven't been watching the news today, so
No.
I haven't heard anything. Cassandra says, hi, everybody. Hey, Cassandra.
Hey, Cassandra.
Paul says, vodka looks like water. I know, that tricks me all the time. I get confused. John says, and now, here he is, our warden, giving us our time for good behavior. I'm Crozak the Grand, and it's time for Chiller Night. Chiller Chat with Brian Hogue. Thank you for joining us, John and Crozak. All right. Now, if Tom and Glam show up tonight, Glam Fangs,
So you can
you'll
see
see
them
them. I
now.
can finally see them. I can see them.
Good.
All right. David says, good evening. Champagne popped and pours. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Thanks, David. Cody says, hello. Hey, Cody. Thanks for joining us. Look at 7:59. We're doing pretty good. Look at that. Almost time.
All right.
We shall begin promptly at 8 o'clock. Good folks. Kevin says, Brian,
Okay.
is that your lovely wife? Yes, it is, Kevin. Yes, it is.
Ah.
Does she ever work with Jack Shadow? Ah, yes, she does. In fact, watch when I play the intro. You'll see a real quick segment of Aura the Witch and Jack Shadow together in
Can
the
we
castle.
see it too?
Yeah, we'll see it right here.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
And then, but Ava's been on the show since the very beginning, actually, quite a bit. Brian says, hello, everybody. Paul says, looking forward to this movie. Awesome. And it is, we'll get back with the chats. It is time to begin.
Ooh.
All right. Hey, this is Brian.
And I'm Ava.
Welcome to the Chiller Night pre-show here on Saturday night, March, what is it? 13th.
Where I will just sit here and nod.
2021. You better be an active participant, young
I'll
lady.
try.
Let's see. Glam Fang says, hi all. Hi, Brian and Ava. Hey there,
Hello.
Kevin, Terrence, and Paul. Hey, Glam Fangs. Glam is with us. John says, pour me one. I'm free from Facebook jail.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul says, hey, Glam, how you doing? Michael says, just got home from the beach. What did I miss? LOL.
Oh,
Cheers to
the
you both.
beach.
We just started, Michael. We just started. Brad, it's the Chiller Night pre-show with Brian and Ava Hogue, starring Brian and Ava Hogue. And now here's the Hogues. What's on tonight, Brian? Hello, Ava.
Hello.
All right. Hey, Brad. We will show you that in just a second here. Make sure we're doing okay. Paul says, group therapy time. All right.
I had to join this one.
Yes, yes. I've been asking her to come on, so finally she's
cannot.
joined me. Okay, now here's tonight's schedule. Tonight at 9 p.m., of course that's Eastern Time, Chiller Night Theater. Jack Shadow features Horror Express. And then at 11 p.m., Chiller Chat. My guest is Daniel Hagman. And that's a new one. And as far as new as being featured here on Stream TV, it's the one we taped live last week. 11:30, Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Lady Frankenstein. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Deanna Marie. She talks about her encounter with the Chupacabra. Daniel, by the way, up above there, he's going to be talking about the sighting of a winged creature in the Butler, Pennsylvania area known as the Shikora Gargoyle. So that's pretty cool. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Atom Age Vampire. So there you have it. That is the lineup for tonight. What do you think of that?
Nice. I like it. Oh, I'm getting a call.
You're getting a call.
I'm getting a call.
Okay. Well, if you need to take an exit.
All right, give me 1 second.
All right.
I'm just going to do it over here really quietly.
All
Hey, sis.
right. Let's see.
No, I'm home, but I'm live.
Why don't you take her off of?
I can't. She's on the watch.
We'll let her know that.
Hey, you're live. They can hear me talking to you. I'm on YouTube.
All right,
Brian.
so
I gotta go. I love
let's
you.
see. Chris B says, first time here. Look forward to it.
Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Well, thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Indian style.
Let's see. Here, Nurse Ava. Paul says,
Nurse
Ava. Interesting that you would
Hey.
say Nurse Ava.
Yeah, because that was my maiden name.
And you want to tell a little story behind that
Oh,
now
they've
that
all
it's been
heard
brought up?
it. They've heard it.
Maybe not. We have some new people on here tonight. I think it's pretty interesting.
It is.
If you don't
do
say
it.
it, then
You
I
can
will.
do it. You can do it.
Ava is a direct descendant of Rebecca Nurse, 8th generation Rebecca Nurse, who was put to death, unfortunately, in Salem, Massachusetts in 1692.
Yeah.
So that was Ava's direct descendant, Rebecca Nurse.
Yes.
So.
But we spell it N-U-R-S-S.
Yeah, the spelling has changed
different.
over the time.
Mm-hmm.
Adam says Ava disappeared into the netherworld. I know. She just went away. But now she's back, thank goodness.
Yes, I am.
Right, says hello again, Ava. All right. Adam says related to Rebecca Nurse. Yep. I know what he says.
Yep.
So, all right, folks. Here we are. Here we are once again for a Saturday night pre-show. We showed the lineup, and now if you're new on here, like I saw Chris was on here. Now, Chris, and anybody else, you at 9 o'clock, actually a few minutes before 9, if you go to streammedia.tv, go to that website, and you can either watch everything streaming on that website, or you can scroll down the side and connect to their Roku channel. You'll see the Roku logo there. Just click on that and get your code and connect to the Roku. But at 9 o'clock on Stream TV every Saturday night, I'll throw that up there again, you'll see the programs vary between Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat. And that runs until about 3 or 3:30 in the morning. Chiller Night Theater, that is Jack Shadow or The Witch and Elvon Knock. And there you are.
There I am.
There you are. Okay, and then
Oh, they couldn't see.
Chiller Chat. That's a talk show where I just chat with. I don't even like to say interview people. I just chat with them there for half an hour, and that's what we do. So
That's what you do.
hopefully you get to join us there. Now, I got some interesting news the other day.
Ooh.
You want to hear?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Paul says, "Do you have any Wiccan blood in your family?"
And probably just me.
Red says, "So that's how she disappears into thin air at free will, Dr. Spooky, LOL." That's right. She can do that.
I can't.
All right. So here's what we're working on.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hopefully, at the end of this month, this show here, I'll let you know for sure, probably by next week. But we're working on being able to, like, have this show or any other show that I do from here, like our Chiller Chats, even Chiller Night Theater, can be live again, but you can only watch it if you're on Stream TV. As far as the Chiller Night Theater, that will only go to Stream TV. It'll only be shown on Stream TV. But this show here, on maybe the 27th, I'll let you all know, will be on Stream TV, like from 8 till 9, which is pretty cool because it's not just going to be online. It'll be on, like if you're living in Oil City, that'll be on the local TV.
Or is it on Franklin? Do we know if it's on in Franklin yet?
I don't think it's on yet in Franklin.
Ooh, I hope that wasn't a spoiler.
No, I've mentioned that.
Okay.
So that should be on. And I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to ask Luke and see.
And I saw him tonight.
Yeah,
That was wild. Ooh.
I know. Watch your head. But
Ooh.
that'll be pretty cool because that means that I could periodically do a Chiller Night Theater live, but you'd only be able to watch it by watching Stream TV, and it would be done in the same way that we did them before, like when we were doing the live show. They're live and unedited.
So when you're hooked up, you can't do it like through the YouTube and the Facebook like you did it previously?
Yes.
If you're only hooked up through Stream,
no, we actually could do
all three.
We could do all three. However, I don't want to because I'm tired. I'm tired of YouTube. So
Censoring.
yeah, this is okay to put this in Chiller Chat on YouTube. I don't want Chiller Night Theater on YouTube anymore because I'm still getting notifications on public domain movies that I put on before I even started with Stream TV, and I've been with Stream TV now for several years. But I'm getting notifications from movies that I put on back in 2015, and
Is somebody flagging you, or is that the algorithm?
I don't know. I don't know.
That would irritate me too.
It's very irritating. So I'm done with YouTube. I'm not uploading any more Chiller Night Theater onto YouTube. So Adam says, has Ava done her family history, or is this something that she knows because it's been passed down?
I've done both, but I've known it's been passed down.
And then Paul says, Ava, that is very cool to be proud of.
Aw, thanks, Paul.
And Paul says, finally saw Expedition Bigfoot Season 2. Very well done. Oh, yeah? Well, that's cool. I've never seen one of those Expedition Bigfoots.
Yeah, I think we have.
Have we?
Like maybe the first
Yeah.
season. How many seasons are there? I think we have. Or is that Finding Bigfoot?
I don't know. I'm not
We
sure.
watched them all when they first started coming out.
But you know, I could have seen it and forgot. Just like, last night? You know,
Chucky.
yeah, Brenton came, he visited last night and he wanted to watch a movie, so we put on the newest Child's Play from the one they just had in 2019. And he said, have you ever seen that? I said, no, I've never seen this one. And that's not true. I did, because everything that happened in the movie, it was familiar to me.
Then I had to
so
have watched it too then.
I was like, how could I not remember that? That was just like 2 years ago. But,
I forget stuff as soon as I watch it.
Brad says, my idea, CNPS live on Stream TV, Chiller Night Pre-Show live on Stream TV. Then I have made an accomplishment. That is awesome. Well, hopefully, it was, I would like to try out with this show here, because this is, I think it'd be kind of neat, you know, to make a big debut at 8 o'clock on Stream TV. And
Yeah, would you take calls?
I don't know. You know, I was thinking about that today. Like, how would I do this? How would I don't know how I can have Jack interacting with the with people. I don't know. Maybe they could. I really don't know, to be honest with you. There's more I have to learn about this. It'd be neat if Jack could still interact with viewers the way he did when we were doing the Friday Night Frights. But now it'd be on a Saturday night, an actual Saturday night at 9 p.m. It would be a live Chiller Night Theater. So that would be amazing. That'd be really cool.
We could just have an audience in the living room.
Yeah.
Intermission is just
Yeah.
change the camera.
Yeah. You could even get involved with these, you know, as Aura the Witch.
You'd have to do them on the weekend.
Yeah, Saturday nights.
Oh.
Be live on Saturday nights.
That's tying me down. No,
I tell
don't
you
know.
what, I've always wanted Chiller Night Theater to be a live show. I've always wanted to do that. It would look cooler if somebody else was controlling the, you know, the buttons here.
I could maybe do that for you.
Maybe. I think
Hiding
folks
under
would
the
like to
desk.
see Aura the Witch, though, you know. But,
Aw, you want to know something? If my sister, by chance, is watching, I just wanted her to see that I am wearing her necklace she got me.
and it is.
It's a little witch on a broomstick.
How appropriate. Let's see.
Yeah.
Adam says, there is only one crypto TV show I watch, Mountain Monsters.
I think we've seen. Is that the one that makes the cages?
Yeah. Is that the one with the old mountain guys on
We
there?
got them.
Well, we're going to get them this week. I don't know if that's the same show you're talking about, but one is so funny that we watch that they're going to get them this week. You know, they set up this big elaborate trap in the woods, and they put a camera. They don't put like a trail cam up around the area. They put a camera like in the cage, and then
Yeah.
it always malfunctions, or it's always shook, you know, or knocked
Is that
off
it?
or something. Yeah. So they never
And then I think
capture
one
it.
just passed away too. One of the.
Yeah, the older guy, like
Yeah.
the team leader. Yeah,
If that's the one we're thinking
that's
of.
the same one. That's an entertaining one. Let's see. Kevin says, Brian, I would love to have all your Chiller Chat shows
Yeah.
screen in Ireland. I have only YouTube. Well, actually, Kevin, they are on YouTube. The Chiller Chat episodes are on YouTube. And those ones don't give me any problems as far as the copyright, nonsense. But, those ones I don't mind. I can put those on YouTube. The only one I'm not going to put on YouTube anymore is the Chiller Night Theater, the ones with Jack Shadow. So you have to go to Stream TV to watch those ones coming up very, very
Now,
soon.
can they watch previous ones, or they're just all
I'm not going to take the ones that I have on there off. I'll leave those on there. So if somebody wants to have an idea what this show's like and watch past shows.
Well, how can they get a copy of it if they wanted a copy of it?
Of
One of your Chiller Nights.
the ones on YouTube right now?
Yeah, or the ones that you're gonna do live, or do you do that?
It's you know what? The whole thing is going to be a big novelty. You got to go to Stream TV on that night it's scheduled to see
And
it,
then DVR it.
and that's it. Yeah. And that'll be it. That'll be the only way you can see it. I've been wanting to do that. I don't know why. I just want to try it. I just want to try it to see if that's a good idea or a bad idea. But we'll see. But the other shows like this and Chiller Chat we'll be able to do like we're doing here. Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So how was your week?
Okay.
Me too.
Busy.
Adam says yes, it is. That is the same show. He says it is hilarious. The guys are
It's
hilarious,
fun.
and fake or not, it's just a good show. Yeah, it's very entertaining. Yeah, I would like to do like a parody show like that. Well, maybe that is a parody show of a real group looking for Bigfoot or some kind of mountain
You have
monster.
to find them by now.
Paul says, by the way, you look very good together.
Aww.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, you would think that they would have found him, but I don't know. That Bigfoot's awful.
I think he lives
evasive.
inside the ground.
I know you've said that before. You said that you think he
Mhm.
lives inside the ground. I don't know. David says, what were you drinking, Ava?
I was drinking black tea
And I'm drinking water.
and water now.
But only for
But I got
now. That's not going to last. All right. Kevin says, does your wife like Dark Shadows?
I've never seen it.
She's like me. We've never watched it. Just the movie with Johnny Depp, I think, years ago when it came out, but not the series. Let's see.
I haven't actually watched half of these movies. So I don't know, anything about them. But
It's
you help me.
It's funny though because I like I've said, I've joked around about this before. Like I'm a horror movie host. I'm not a horror movie historian. Like a lot of things I don't know. Like there's a lot that I do, but there's a ton of stuff that people will bring up. I didn't know that. It's the first I'm hearing of it.
See, I like the newer ones. I like newer, realistic ones. You like the Universal monsters and the werewolves and the Frankensteins.
Chillers.
Yeah.
It gives me more of a chiller theater feel. Like when I grew up watching chiller theater, I guess the old horror and science fiction ones. The old classics.
So I'm just like a
from
fill-in right here. That's all. Just keeping him company.
All right.
What do I watch? I like the ID channel. Like Fear Thy Neighbor, Evil Women.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like real thrillers.
See that?
What's that?
Tom?
Oh, you can see
Tom's
Tom.
on
you
there.
can see Tom. Hello.
Hello, fellow degenerates. All right. Brad says, how do you and Ava like the Chiller Night intermission show? Well, I like that you're doing that. If that's taking up some of that slack, for now. But I don't switch back and forth during that. So I gotta say I don't sneak in there and watch it. But
Oh, there's something in between the movies.
Yeah,
and the shows?
Brad put some stuff in there to, if somebody
Oh,
wants
that's
to
cool.
fill up the time in between shows. Now, I will say this: there's probably going to be less of that coming up because I was talking to the station manager just yesterday, and we're thinking about revisiting the whole schedule idea because of this new way that we might start doing this, and so there might not be any gaps in between the shows in the near future. Fingers crossed. So, but you know what, Brad and Dale, if you're on here, everybody who's ever done anything or what you guys are posting, if you're doing watch parties or anything, I appreciate all that stuff. Anything that you guys are doing, any interest that you're displaying, to Chiller Night, Chiller Night Theater, Chiller Chat, anything, I appreciate it very much. So thank you. Let's see. Paul says there's a possibility that he is traveling underground and that he can use his fur to be invisible. I suppose.
Or it's trees.
Glam. Did you read that from Glam?
Bigfoot is the original social distancer.
Bigfoot is the original social distancer. LOL. That's funny. Paul says, "Love the shirt." Mine or Ava's? Mine.
Yours.
I guess
Mine's,
mine
you
says
can't even
something,
see
so-
mine. I just look like a face. My hair. You can't even see.
I wore this, Paul, because Ava's a big Star Wars fan,
Ugh.
and I wanted to wear this, because she was on the show tonight. So.
Aw.
Yeah. You should see Ava when we're watching The Mandalorian.
I love the Mandalorian.
Actually,
I do like that.
That is something.
But when that
she likes.
plane lands on different planets, I don't know what planet they're on, and he automatically knows it.
Well, only the ones that I've seen in the past movies, but I almost gave something away, but I realize that many of you might not have seen this show yet, so.
The name sounds familiar. Meghan Merkel. Why don't I know who that is? 'Cause
Oh, that's that. That's that royal family fiasco.
Oh, the ones that
going
went to Canada and then went to California.
on. And we're on Oprah, so I hear. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
I don't even watch the news.
Raymond
anymore.
says, "Brian, Ava, hey Raymond, thanks for joining us."
Hello.
David says, "Did either of you watch or see the Dark Shadow movies from 1970, House of Dark Shadows and Night of Dark Shadows, that featured the TV series cast? Give yourselves a treat." I have not. I've not seen any of the Dark Shadows stuff except for the movie with Johnny Depp.
What did he play in? What was it?
It was a movie that came out. I don't know. To me, it seems like 2 years ago. I know that's not right. Somebody can correct me if they want to, but probably a handful of years ago. Anymore though, does it? Do you find this? There's like a distortion in ability to perceive time. Like to me, something that came out in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm thinking, oh, that was just a few years ago, and it's like maybe 20, close to 30 years ago. But in my head, instantly, I'm
certain
thinking,
certain things.
Really?
Do that. Yeah.
I'm bad about that. Like
It's like that just happened 20
Yeah.
years ago.
yeah, it's weird.
Like the Y2K thing, that doesn't seem that long.
yeah, it's something.
And even 2012, like that was supposed to be what, the apocalypse year or whatever. And
Yeah.
that just went by. real
Instead, that started in 2020.
quick. Yeah.
Seems like it. All right, Glam says.
Well, the
Tom,
world
this
we
is-
know ended in 2012.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to catch up here.
You still need to scroll the whole way down, so
I
you are
know,
missing
I
stuff,
know.
baby.
Let's see. Oh, that's where you said Meghan Markle, because Adam says, here's a modern real horror show for you. Meghan Markle is considering running for U.S. president. No fooling. Wow, I have not heard that. Tom says, Glam.
Wasn't
did
P.
a-
Diddy gonna do that too?
No, Kanye, right?
Oh, yeah.
Glam says,
That's
howdy,
it.
Raymond, Tom. Some salutations back and forth. Brad says, it's okay, Brian, I understand. I just like to put something into that half-hour gap. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I appreciate that. Some people might
Enjoy. I mean, they
jump back and forth from Facebook to their TV, or, you know, we're in front of the TV at that time. We go out we have a Roku TV, so that's how, you know, if we're watching it, that's what we would be watching it on. So, let's see. Cassandra says, I really enjoyed House of Dark Shadows because of the reluctant vampire Barnabas. The reluctant vampire Barnabas. I see. I've heard a lot about Barnabas.
I thought that was a circus.
Let's see.
See, I'm out there. But I can try to get involved. I can try. I'm actually learning quite a bit. Like, I know who Boris Karloff is now.
Yeah.
I know who's the vampire guy. Bela Lugosi.
Oops.
Like, I didn't know any of these people until Brian.
Yes.
He's like, what? You didn't know any of this?
I came along and taught her all these important things.
He is.
Cassandra says, Johnny Depp, 2012, Dark Shadows. 2012? I would not have guessed it was that far back, but okay. Wow. Paul says, this is the best extended family. You make Saturday nights great. Love you. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Glam says, I like Dark Shadows, but it just showed that Barnabas could have lived for decades, but still couldn't read women. He had no clue how cheesed off the lady doctor was getting. Yikes. Paul says, that is cool, Glam. That's funny. I wish I knew that stuff, but I did go back a little bit ago, probably about half a year ago, because I see a lot of you guys are big fans of Dark Shadows, and I went back and I started watching it, and it goes back quite a ways.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a soap opera?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. Like a horror-themed soap opera, from my understanding. But I, you know, it's so hard for me to start a show because I can't commit to the time, you know, to sit there and go through it, you know. So, and speaking of, you know, watch parties on Thursday nights.
I'm at work, but I see them pop up.
Yeah. Well, I miss them all the time. I'm missing them all the time. But now there's no. I got Dale. He didn't have a movie for tonight picked out yet. So that's why. But you know what? I'm still gonna play the drum roll.
For what?
I'll put the schedule up.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
All right, folks. In a matter of just a few seconds, I'm gonna put the schedule up for tonight. Here we go. The drum roll has commenced. And the schedule is. Oh,
wait.
Oh, I gotta take this off. There we go. I guess I can't stop the drum roll once I have the schedule up there.
Oh, can't you?
All right. Well, there it is. Yeah. What the heck? I'll say it. 9 o'clock. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Horror Express. 11 p.m. My guest on Chiller Chat is Daniel Hagman. That's a new episode here on Stream TV.
Can they hear you over the drum roll?
Well, I turned that off, see?
Oh, okay, because I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
All right, back to the schedule.
Back to the schedule. Okay, 11:30, Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Lady Frankenstein. 1:30 a.m., Chiller Chat. My guest is Deanna Marie. And Deanna will be talking about the Chupacabra, about her experience seeing that.
That was a good one.
Yeah. And then 2 a.m., Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Atom Age Vampire. Neat lineup tonight. Yeah, what did you think of that?
I enjoyed that. Yeah.
You liked that Chupacabra one. That was
especially because it's so close.
Yeah.
Like you only hear about them in Mexico or down in Texas or just south. To know that there could be in Pennsylvania, that's cool.
Hey, Leroy's with us tonight.
Leroy,
it's been a while.
Cheers.
Well, we missed you. Well,
where you been?
Yeah, where's Leroy been? Well, good to have you with us tonight.
Yeah.
Kevin says, your wife would love the Witch Angelic from Dark Shadows that cursed Barnabas Collins into a vampire. Oh, so that's how he became a vampire. He was cursed by a witch? I did not know that.
That's awesome.
Leroy's cheers, cheers. Yeah, how you doing tonight there, Leroy? Yeah, we haven't seen you on here for a while, so hope you're doing well. Hope we haven't missed.
Yes.
Adam says Twilight for
So
the
where
70s.
do you find the Dark Shadows at? Are they
There, you can find them
YouTube?
on Roku, different channels, and I don't know. Are they on YouTube? That I couldn't tell you. I know that I found them on Roku. Cassandra says, "Hi, Leroy."
They were on
Leroy's
Roku.
with us. Yeah, there's a channel on Roku that had Dark Shadows on it. I don't know if they're still available to watch for free, but I saw them. Leroy says, "I love yous and I miss you so much, homies." All right, right back at you, Leroy.
Yeah.
How are things up north? I hope they're doing well.
Wonder if the weather's nice up there
And Kevin,
too.
if you're still with us, I hope things are well over there across the pond
Where's he at now?
in Ireland.
Oh, in Ireland. Wow.
Yep. And Leroy's in Canada. So we got
I'm Irish too.
people spread out. I know, me too. I've got a bit of Irish.
Like I'm 25.
In
I think
my-
I'm like 25%.
I'm Irish German.
Irish, German,
Mm-hmm.
and English and
I
Lebanese.
do have English, yes.
Syrian and Lebanese.
Let's see. Glam says, "Poor Barnabas, what a track record with the ladies." Brad says, "How come you don't show DCW wrestling on Stream TV?" I don't know. You know, maybe I should. Maybe I ought to just do a run on. I don't know, Brad. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't have a reason not to. Maybe I could do that.
You'd make that kid at Walmart really happy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we ran into a kid in Walmart. This was a while back.
Yeah,
probably
he's wearing his DCW
about
shirt.
2 years ago now, a year and a half ago, and I wore the DCW.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, do you watch that?" He's all excited.
Yeah.
Brian was like, "Ooh."
You know, I got recognized one time, and this just floors me because I went to Erie. I was having a wrestling event, and I went to Erie.
Put flyers up.
Yeah, put some posters up, and while I was in there, the lady at the counter says, "Are you Brian Hogue?" I mean, she said my first and last name, and that blew my mind
Well,
because
you were on Channel 12 up there.
yeah, I was on Erie's
Main station, local station,
Yeah.
main station.
for like 2 years, and then she says, "Are you Brian Hogue?" I said, "Yes, I am." She says, "Oh, we watch Dark Horse Championship Wrestling all the time." And when I said that, another guy over away from the counter turns his head over and he says, "Oh, it's Dark Horse Championship Wrestling. We watch that too." And I said, "Well, I said, "Thanks, guys." I said, "I'm just here to put up a poster." And they said, "Is Lumberjack LaRue going to be there?" I said, "He sure is." So that just, that really, that was pretty cool, I gotta say. Speaking of Lumberjack,
How's he doing? Talk to him?
I've just through Facebook, but I'm trying to arrange to do some live chiller chats in the studio. I don't think next week, but maybe the week after that. And I'm hoping to have him as one of my guests. So, and I'm trying to round up some more guests there too for a live show. Not a live show, but I mean in the studio, sitting face to face, that type of thing.
I like those. I do like those.
Let's see. Paul says it's on Shout channels on Roku. Oh, the Dark Shadows? Kevin says, "I have the special DVD coffin edition of Dark Shadows, a whole 1,245 episodes. That's insane. Wow, that's so many." Yeah, I saw that picture on Instagram you had of that. That's pretty cool.
I've never seen Battlestar Galactica.
Really?
Ah.
That's cool.
Uh-oh.
Ava, do you like the show Battlestar Galactica 78? Yeah. I used to watch that. Leroy says, I'm chilling with my cousin, and he's supposed to play music. All right, well, I hope he plays some music then, like he's supposed to.
Some good dance music.
Raymond says, Kevin, what years? Oh, with the special DVD. Dale says, hi, Brian. I have the movie for Thursday night. Sorry I didn't get back to you earlier. Been working. No, that's fine. Wonder if I'd be able to. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're going to have to go without a visual. But.
What, you don't have a poster?
No, because he has the movie now.
Oh.
So we can at least get that announcement. So Dale, whenever you're ready, good sir. All right, but first, now the drum roll is a little more appropriate. You ready for the drum roll?
Yeah.
All right, Dale. I sent you one. I'm afraid to get it. I'm afraid because I could.
Is the drum roll still going?
It is. Okay, Ghost House. Now the drum roll will stop. Ghost House, 1988. All right, that will be the movie, the watch party for this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Chiller Night Facebook group page. So I know you jump on there every once in a while if you get a chance. I not so much, and
Well, I can't hear it if I'm at work.
Yeah.
I just see it and I poke in and I poke back out.
That's one I just can't make it to, unfortunately, with all I'm trying to do. But I very much appreciate you doing that, Dale. I really do. It's a nice little break, I think, in the within the week. You know, if somebody wants to watch a movie.
No, I've never seen Buck Rogers either. I'm like TV illiterate. I didn't watch anything growing up. Maybe Smurfs.
Smurfs, yeah.
Smurfs.
Yeah. Brad says you could put the DCW Wrestling on Chiller Night intermission show with Stream TV on that half-hour gap. You should ask Stream TV. You know what, Brad? It's interesting you would say that because remember the lineup back before we got with Stream TV, back when it was Venango Video and then WREC, we did have, that was like I had Dark Horse Championship Wrestling actually came on right before, well, it was Sleepy Hollow Theater back then. But yeah, I did have
That's
that lineup.
when I was the witch.
Yeah.
A
Well,
lot.
you've been on Chiller Night Theater. The reason Ava's not on there so much.
Second shift.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
So
I gotta get on first.
I know. All right. So Jason says I'm late to the party tonight. It's fantastic to see Ava Aura.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Jason. Let's see. I think I scrolled down and missed a lot of comments. Wow. Holy cow. Let me try to get a point to jump in here.
Yeah, he's the exciting one.
Dale says,
This is your
love
show,
doing
baby."
it. No, I like you here. Dale says, love doing it. Oh, thank you, Dale, with the watch parties on Thursdays. They're neat movies. I love the movies you're picking. I just, I know I can't ever make it on Thursdays. Sometimes I do, occasionally, but not very often, unfortunately. And then here's another thing, Dale. A lot of times I don't even realize it's Thursday, and I always feel bad about that because I like posting sometime on Thursday, hey, a little announcement there. But Thursdays come and go, and I didn't even see it coming or going. So that I feel kind of bad about. Kevin says, what about Bewitched? The fantasy sitcom.
I used to watch that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yes, I liked it. I liked the mother on that. She always stood out to me.
And Dora.
Yeah, and then she played in what, the Devil Bat or the Bat?
The Bat
The
with
Bat.
Vincent Price.
Yes.
Yeah. Kevin says, oh, I read that one. David says, second glass of champagne. Cheers. All right.
You know, another movie I watched that is totally off topic is Fixer Upper. I like watching flipping houses and
Oh yeah.
remodeling and stuff like
And
that.
you had the idea back in 2019.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
want to make that happen.
Tell them about that. I thought that was a neat
I want
idea.
to like put a little thing together, building nightmares, because he builds haunted houses. So it's like, why couldn't we be on HGTV building nightmares? Like, you know what I mean?
I think that'd be cool. That would be neat.
Just like, you know, videoing you, dropping panels on your foot, breaking toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably doesn't talk about that on here.
I think I've mentioned it, but I still
Carrying
have
him on your back across the field.
the things I do. You know.
Yeah.
I still have a broken toe. You know, which is.
It's not. Yeah, it's broke. It's.
The doctor is there. Like and this happened back in November. Like it's.
I think every haunt year you've either had a broken rib, a broken toe.
Yeah, something happens. It's the
Yeah.
curse, the haunted house curse. But yeah, this one I dropped a real heavy panel on my foot, and it went down and just smashed the toe. And I just thought it was broke. You know,
And I just thought it was bruised. So
I've had-
I'm like, fuck up.
I've had plenty of broken toes and fingers and stuff. So I just.
Got the X-ray.
Yeah, I taped it up back in November, and it's always hurt me since then. It never healed right. It never healed at all. So I go back just a couple weeks ago, and the doctor takes the X-ray, and he says, "Well, normally we just see like where it broke." He says, "But this is like separated broke."
Yeah,
and
it's broke.
So it's got to probably be fixed surgically. Oh well. Ava broke my toe one night. She broke my toe one night. Remember we were living in Oil City?
Oh my gosh, you put your foot in and we called it the toe breaker.
Yeah.
I bought a metal bill thing that just, you put your bills in. So I had it up against the wall, and then I had this peace sign wreath. And remember, I go, Brian, I want that put up on the wall. And so he went to grab the wreath and got his toe into the bill binder. And
I turned around. My balance and everything, and perhaps my environmental awareness was a little depreciated. I had a few martinis prior to this occurring.
Yeah, I booby trapped.
Yeah. So I broke it, and I said, let's not waste this opportunity. Bradley, come here. I'll show you what to do if you have a broken toe. So we just taped it up, and I do the buddy tape, onto the next toe.
What you're trying to do now.
But now that one was bad too, where they said they might have to go in and surgically repair that one because it actually broke bones and possibly broke bones in the foot itself. That it was crushed so hard. So, hey, when I do things, I do it right. All right. So let's see. Let me see where to get. Paul says, "Bewitched, great show, Samantha."
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of, what are you watching right now with that red guy? WandaVision.
Oh yeah, WandaVision.
Yeah, because she's a witch on there, right?
Yeah.
I still need to catch up on that one. I missed a couple episodes. I want to see why they're in a sitcom.
Oh, it's all explained.
Is it?
Yes. Brad says, DCW, DCW, DCW. They're still talking about DCW in the Erie area.
I enjoyed
You're very
DCW.
popular
That
over
was
there,
fun.
LOL. That was fun.
I would just go up and sit in the crowd.
See, Ava doesn't even like wrestling, but...
It was fun. It was fun. I
was.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Paul says, hey, Glam, still here in the movie tonight. What is the monster, space alien or demon? The devil.
Devil demon.
Devil demon.
It's a devil demon.
Leroy says, say toe normally. Toe normally. Ha!
Broke a toe. Isn't that a...
Toa. Is that what I was saying?
Oh, I don't know. I just
Krakatoa.
thought of break a toe. Isn't that a volcano or something? Krakatoa. That's it.
Yeah. Lasercorn says, "Hey peeps, sorry I'm late. I was knee deep in another rousing game of Risk. Whoa. Well, give 'em hell. No mercy." Raymond says the doctor will have to break the toe to reset it.
Ooh.
You know what they did? They actually, he says to me, he says, well, one option is we could actually like amputate that part of the toe. And he says, I know that
Well,
sounds.
then that would be the whole toe, because it's just like.
Well, there wouldn't be much left, He said that might sound like a very strange, way to head. I said, no, it actually, I've had another toe where they said that, hey, it's never going to be fixed. It's permanently damaged, so we could cut that off. We can, So I said, this is actually the second time that I've had it offered to have my toe amputated.
Does it
toe.
Bother you though? Does it hurt yet, or does it just like it's just?
Which one? The most recent one, or the one from? The most recent one, yeah. It hurts. So when I'm doing my training and exercising, I have to.
Manipulate so you don't have to.
Yeah, I have to balance myself differently, or
Ooh.
I don't know. I figure it out. Better to break your toe than your heart. Ah, how true, how true. The doctor will have to. Oh, I read that from Raymond. Leroy says, "Cheers, you awesome possum peeps." Paul says
Possum.
she was Darren, wife the blonde, Samantha. No, I remember that show. Cassandra says, "I have all the seasons of Bewitched, although already through season 1." Oh, okay. I wonder if they have that on Roku. They probably do. Look at that, 8:45. See how quick this goes. And then Paul says, "What is the monster exactly? What monster? What monster?" On what exactly? What is the monster exactly? On what exactly? On tonight's movie? If that's what you're talking about, Horror Express. It's actually a good question.
The Horror Express, is that the Trollenberg Terror?
No, that was the one where they did all the smoking and drinking, and
That's the Trollenberg Terror.
that's Trollenberg Terror.
But I thought it went by 2 names.
That did. The Crawling Eye was the other name for the Trollenberg Terror.
Is this the one that's on a train?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Dale played one that was on a train, took place on a train, I think back in the late 70s,
I'm
or
too short.
early 80s with Jamie Lee Curtis. Terror Train, I think the name of it was. So, Fred says, how about when you stub your pinky toe? Ouch. That's the one that's broke this time.
Just out there dangling.
It just, it's taped. Every day I gotta tape it up so it's not getting lost.
You don't even need a shoe.
Paul says 15 minutes a group. Tom says, hey, Laser. Graham says, still here, Paul. I didn't get an alien vibe, so I think it's more an ancient demon type thingy, but it's worth watching. Oh, he was talking to Glam. All right.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going to try to do this the last week of March. I'm going to go to Lilydale, and I'm going to go speak to a medium.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about Lilydale?
Lilydale is a little community up in New York. It's right up by, I want to say, Chautauqua Lake. It does sit on Chautauqua Lake, but it's a village of mediums that you have to be vetted and proven to be in that village, like that protected little village of it. And I went and I spoke to one back in 2005 before I met Brian, and she actually told me that she set the precursor that when I met him, so it was kind of, I met you in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
It was wild. Everything she said to me pretty much was like dead on. She told me to watch my windows. I just bought my house, and she told me to watch the windows. I was like, why watch the windows? Like, what's up with the windows? So to make a long story short, while I was at work the very next day, my mother was babysitting my boys and my nephew at the house, and here my nephew went through the plate glass front door window and just missed his jugular. So that was like the first thing she said. And then she told
And
me
that was how long after she told you that?
the very next day.
The very next, yeah.
The very next
That's
day.
Weird.
And then she goes, you're okay. So my dad passed away in 2003, and supposedly he's the one that sent me there. And she said that he sent me a guy like that I'm supposed to meet. Now, granted, this is 2005, and I don't meet Brian until 2007. But
Things take time.
yes, she's like, you'll see Chicago, and everything will go from there. I'm like, Chicago? She goes, you'll know it when you see it. So I'm sitting in the living room like in 2007. It was that summer of 2007. So I've been waiting for this Chicago. Like, what's Chicago? Like, I'm not going there. But anyway, I got this E-Machine computer, this desktop computer, and I was able to download Sirius XM or XM Stereo. And I'm sitting there and I'm putting it on, and next thing you know, in big letters, Chicago pops up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Chicago. Well, I'm like, okay, but there's nobody in my life right now, you know? So it's like, but I saw Chicago. It came right over the screen. So then my brother-in-law goes, hey, Ava, do you want to volunteer at the haunted house that's coming into Oil City? And I was like, yeah, why not? Oh, and another thing she said, she goes, you'll meet them and you'll go through all the holidays. So, you know, that was just in the vault. So then my brother-in-law asked me to volunteer in the haunted house, and boom, I met Brian. And then we went through
That's where it happened.
Halloween, and then we ended up going through the holidays. So as soon as I saw Chicago is when it said. And I never thought I was going to know what that meant, Chicago, but
Yep.
That was crazy. So now I want to go back, and now I'm going to take my sisters with me.
And she thought I was gonna be some kind of I wasn't what you kind of pictured.
No,
for
because
having a
when
haunted
you
house.
hear somebody building a haunted house, I literally thought you were going to be like dark hair, maybe tattoos, maybe some gauges or some earrings, and here comes this bright, smiley blonde guy with Jack Shadow eyes, because I didn't get to see his eyes for a while.
Yeah, I already had my eyes in, but the
was
rest of me,
wild.
I do have one tattoo.
But it's very eerie because I've been to several so-called mediums, and none of them have ever came close to what this one did. And her name was Reverend Kitty Perry. Kitty Perry.
Kitty Perry.
And she looked like the mother on Golden Girls, like the
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Sophia.
Oh,
So I know she's not alive. She can't be now, but that was cool. That was cool.
That is interesting. John says the Horror Express, the original Lost Soul Train. Yeah. Paul says, is Ava really drinking water?
You know something?
Ava?
I am, because believe it or not, I am allergic to alcohol. So I can't drink anything or I just get sick. It just gets me sick.
Raymond says, don't let gangrene sit in. Oh, my toe. No, actually, I asked a lot of questions about that, you know, when it comes to that or blood clots or anything like that, because I knew I've never had something like this that didn't heal properly. So
How do you know if you got gangrene or not? Like, what's the sign? It stinks? Does it stink or does it turn green?
no, it's a discoloration of the skin, and with that, like, I don't know what the scent would be like. I've heard that stuff, but I've never, in all the years I've done like med calls and stuff, I've never actually seen it. So, but no, I did ask for about stuff like that, because I wasn't worried about losing one toe necessarily. As weird as that sounds,
You're married,
like,
it's all good.
Like, I'm okay with no, it's just it's a toe, you know. It's not. But anyways, but I was thinking, well, I don't want it to affect the rest of my
foot.
foot.
Dismemberment on insurance?
I don't know.
I don't know.
David says, did you ever see the made-for-TV movie about Lizzie Borden starring Elizabeth Montgomery? No.
Lizzie
I
Borden. Is
didn't
that the one who
Took the axe.
yeah, who killed her family? Was that up in
Didn't, 40
Massachusetts
wax?
or Maine, or was that in
Oh,
Massachusetts?
that I don't know. Now you're asking me to memorize way too much.
Well, they
Remember
have
too-
her house. You can sleep
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah. Oh man, look at all these comments. Al says, Ava, that sounds like Casadaga in Florida. It's a town of psychics.
Oh, they got one down there too.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, I won't go to a random psychic because literally I've been to them in Pittsburgh. I've been to the one on the Outer Banks, and they kind of just they kind of feel your age and like what you think you know. By now, maybe one of your parents are passed, and they try to. I don't know. None of it. It just was like all hogwash. But that one up there was like true blue, and she made me a believer.
Kevin says, just wanted to say good night. It's 2 a.m. here in Ireland.
Oh, good night, Kevin.
Nice seeing your lovely wife. Night, night. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Have a good night.
Yes,
Have
and
a
have a
good
good
chiller.
chiller night. And happy soon St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, that's coming up real quick. Huh?
Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday.
Yeah, it's interesting. That was such a big day for us. I mean, I take off work, you know.
Gordon was a mass hole.
That's funny, Kate. And then Paul says, you know you're in love when your spouse breaks your toe or any bone. Yeah, a little domestic incident just here and there to No, that was
Yeah, at least I
something.
didn't do it with the rolling pin.
No, it was that big, metallic trap, the toe breaker.
holder. Yeah, the toe breaker.
Well, it was sitting down. It was so heavy, we didn't even hang it up yet or nothing. Paul says, oh, I just read that one. Raymond says, good night. Good night, Raymond. And Jason says, Kizzy Borden took an axe and gave her father, or Kizzy, I'm sure he says Lizzie, gave her father 40 whacks, and when she saw what she had done, she gave her mother 41. All right. Can't leave mom out.
Is that the only two she took out?
I think so. She got quite famous off of that. Paul says, guys, see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Great show. Love you. Okay, now I'm going to put the schedule up. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to put the schedule up again, and then I'm going to refresh your memory. If you're new here, I'll tell you how you can watch tonight's programming. Okay, at 9 o'clock, just a few minutes, Chiller Night Theater, Jack Shadow will host Horror Express. That, of course, is with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee, and Telly Savalas is in there. It's pretty cool in that movie. And a new episode. Yeah, they kind of remind you of it. A new episode of Chiller Chat tonight. The guest is Daniel Hagman. Daniel's going to be talking about the Shakora gargoyle sightings here in Butler, Pennsylvania, right here in this county. 11:30, Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Lady Frankenstein. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Deanna Marie, and she will be speaking about her incident where she saw a chupacabra. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Atom Age Vampire. So there you have it. And now right here, streammedia.tv. This is how you watch Chiller Night programming. Oh,
I'm trying to touch
you're
those
losing your
ones.
hands. Stream
can't.
TV. Look
I
that
can't
up.
do it.
Go to the site, Stream TV's site on streammedia.tv. Move the boba. And you can watch it online. You can watch it playing right there online on their site. Or you can scroll down the side. You'll see the Roku logo. Click on that and connect to their Roku channel. So that's how I like to do it. Brad says, don't forget the Chiller Night Intermission Show at 10:35 on the Chiller Night Facebook page. All right, yeah. A little taste of wrestling before
Peace and love.
we commence with the Chiller Night programming. So thank you, Brad, for doing that. Al says, good night, everyone. Good night, Al. Leroy
Night.
says,
Peace
peace
and
and
love.
love. All right, Leroy, thank you. And Jason says, another excellent show with a special guest co-host. Yes.
Yay.
I'd like to thank
Thanks.
Ava for joining me tonight. It's always an open invitation, but
I need something though
it takes
on my
a lot
side
for me
though.
to drag her on the show.
Because I can't really add.
I
to the
think you
movies.
did very well tonight.
I
You had
tried.
some interesting stories that you contribute.
But I still get like stage fright. I get stage fright.
Let's see. Okay, and then I'll read these last two, and then Lasercorn says, once again, sorry for being late tonight. Good night, peeps. Good night, Glam. All right. Thanks
Night,
for joining us.
Glam. Night.
All right, Glam says Jughead all. All right, so. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Ava, you got any last words before we pull the plug on tonight's episode?
No.
All right.
I get.
Fair enough.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Hope I didn't bore you.
Yeah. Thanks for. Oh, Kate says thanks for joining, Ava.
Hey, Kate. It's good hearing from you.
Tom says good night, all. Good night, Tom. And thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night. We'll see you next week.
See ya.